Hello friends, so welcome to Symmetrical Complexity. Today we'll be talking about jealousy, insecurity. Okay, so the moment we are talking about jealousy, the two things comes into picture. First one is your comparison and the second one is your competition. Now, most of the time we used to ask that person or used to tell that person that why are you becoming jealous about it, right? We used to think that the persons were becoming jealous about our success or were becoming jealous about our financial status or anything related to that. Okay, so why that person or why do you feel jealous about those parameters of life? Okay, so you need to ask, you need to think about it. So basically what I've said that the comparison and competition, most of the time what happens right from the beginning of our childhood, the comparison and competition, the environment used to be installed in our mind by our parents or teachers or any other people. Okay, so the moment that used to be installed in our mind, that we used to act on it, we used to play on it. So we used to be, so those parameter has been fed into our mind or has been fed into our mind most of the time, and because of that constant feeding of those parameters, what is to happen actually? Most of the time whenever we are taking actions, we are feeling jealous about the outer world, we are feeling jealous about our friend's success, maybe. Okay, I'm not saying everyone is doing that. Most of the time we are becoming competitive, right? So instead of being creative or instead of chasing our passion, we are becoming competitive and we are losing our own track most of the time. So how to get out of it actually? How to get out of your own jealousy and insecurities actually? Now for the insecurity, what is to happen? Like you'll observe that some of your friends are much more dominating, right? But deep inside of him or her, they are very insecure. Some of your friend will take the credit of the work that you have done, but deep inside them, they are very insecure. Someone will talk or create a negative environment around you. They are also very insecure. So these are some of the examples which I've already told. But most of the time, what is to happen? That the insecurities and jealousy, because of that insecurity and jealousy, you are depleting your energy level, right? You are depleting your energy level. You are unable to work or chase your passion. Now here I would like to make you understand that why that jealousy used to appear, right? Shift from your perspective and think about the people. Or if you're feeling jealous, you can stick to your perspective. So think about the people who are feeling jealous about you, or the vice versa. Actually, because of that sanskar, or because of that environment of, what kind of environment? Actually, the environment of your competition and comparison, basically those parameters used to appear, right? Now, let us say you're comparing yourself with your friends, okay? You have 7 aspects and your friend is also having 7 aspects, okay? Now in that 7 aspects, the 7 aspects may be anything actually related to your sports, dance, poetry, arts, education, maybe. With respect to the 7 aspects, you're far better than him or her on the 4 or 5 aspects. But you're not much better in last 2 aspects actually. But our mind will always try to compare ourselves with others with respect to that 2 aspects, not the rest 5 or 6 aspects. So what is to happen? Basically, we could have done much better into the 5 aspects, but we are forgetting our success, our happiness, all of these things by comparing only on the tiny little parameters. Basically 1 aspect maybe. And because of that, what's happening? That you are depleting your energy levels by thinking about their success, by thinking about their happiness, right? Basically, our happiness is always relying on the expectation of the external world. And if you are relying your happiness with the expectation of the external world, and it keeps on changing, right? It keeps on changing by the expectation of the external people. Because you cannot control the external world. Try to understand, man or woman. You cannot control the external world. You can control your own happiness by understanding your own mind. You can control your own anger, you can control your jealousies and insecurities and everything. So basically, by dealing the jealousies, if we have done a lot more better into those 6 parameters. But we are not working on those 6 or 5 parameters, we're only relying on that one particular aspect. Because we always are having in a track where the rat racing used to happen. So please try to understand that, right? I'll tell you, your jealousy will be removed if you can understand 3 things. Because most of the time, maybe while you are chasing your passion, other people are becoming successful, okay? And you are deviating from your passion because your passion would have been onto the direction of C, but because of that other person are becoming successful onto the point B, so you are deviating from C to B. And because of that, the anxiety, stress used to appear. Because why? Because we are relying on that instant gratification. Because you need your success instantly. So instead of doing that, if you keep your patience, number 1. Number 2, if you accept that there's some situations which are beyond our control. And number 3, if you try to understand the feeling of others, right? The feeling of other people's jealousy. So if you keep your patience, and if you understand the situation that some of the situations are beyond your control, and if you take tiny little steps each and every day, I'll guarantee you will become successful, not instantly, maybe after 4 years or 5 years. You will reach the pinnacle, man. So that's why my suggestion is, don't compare yourself with others. Don't compete. Compete with yourself. That will make you successful. Because our success is always relying on the expectation of the external people. That's why we're not becoming successful. That's why we're feeling jealous about other people. And you write congratulations and all those things. Do you think most of the time they're fake, man? I can guarantee you. So please, my suggestion is, you can do a lot better in your life if you understand those 3 things which I have discussed. And I think you will do much better in your life if you can stick to your passion and take tiny little steps each and every day. Okay? So you have a task. If you're feeling jealous, then scale yourself around 10. That write in the comment section that how much jealous you are, and try to work on it. Take a sticky note and scale it down from 8 to 1 or 0 gradually. That will make you successful. So anyway, just work on your work, whatever I've told, and I think you will become successful one day. You'll never know, if you chase your passion and take the tiny little steps, one day that pinnacle, that will be far better, far profound than other people. But You need to keep patience, man, and accept that something is beyond our control. That's why don't rely your happiness with the expectations of the other people, okay, or the external world. Your happiness is a state of mind, your state of mind. You can control it. Anyway, so thanks from the symmetrical complexity as well, and work on all those ethics, principles, and values, okay? And how to say, stay safe and work on it, man, work on it. You will become successful one day. Anyway, and so again, I'll be telling you why it is called symmetrical complexity, because our complexities, life, we have a lot of complexities, but they are having some underlying symmetries. So the objective of my channel is to take all those symmetries and to project on you. So like, share, and subscribe if you think I have added some values to your life, man. Okay, today it is your own hand that your life will change today. Take those 3 steps which I have mentioned and work on it, okay? Don't waste your time, don't deplete your energies by the jealousies or anything, any insecurities or as well. Okay, thank you, man, thank you. Thanks a lot that you have watched, and please take actions. Don't procrastinate, take actions, and you can do. And cast aside your jealousy. Thank you.